おはようございます。こんにちは、こんばんは。白鹿です。Hello, it's your here. おはようございます。ということで、今日はちょっとだけね、雑談する感じでございます。I'm feeling I was coughing so much until I started streaming. I feel like when I start streaming, some kind of switch turns on and the cough gets a little bit better. なんか配信始まる前にめちゃめちゃ咳をして配信するっていう時になると何かしらのスイッチが入ってちょっと収まるんですけど、多分終わったらまた咳。It sounds like you gargled great gravel. Yes. Whew. Hope you get well, and thank you. I had a great time watching the collab yesterday. It was a very nice birthday gift to treat myself. Happy birthday! Thank you and other Origins girls. Hope you feel better soon. Happy birthday, Lamanki Loka-san. Let me whisper in you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lamanki Loka-san. Happy birthday to you. Hope you had a great birthday. And I'm gonna mute and cough just a bit. It's your 5th birthday. Celebrating with me, I guess. Yay! Yay! Wait. 忘れて。どこ行った？よいしょ。何を話すにしてもなんか出来事がなくって、そりゃそうなんですよ。風で容量してると出来事がないんですよ。Like, if you're sick and you're staying at home to recover, there's like nothing, no episode. 'Cause I'm I'm just sleeping. So you guys, what have you been doing? みんなはだから何してたか教えてほしいな。Kada 13 song. Kada 13 song. Thank you for continuing. Mwah. Heat wave we have right now. Oh yeah. It's really bad all over the place. Stay hydrated and go to somewhere that has AC. Morning voice? No, this is sick voice, not morning voice. I'm just sick. As you can probably guess, I've been working as usual, just not doing the overtime so I have more free time. Oh, that's nice. It's like 40 degrees Celsius here, and I just came back from watering the trees. Oh, too. Paula Bruce-san. Thank you for the super chat. Is this what your voice was like when your teacher made you sing? When are you talking about? Honey and tea, I've been thinking. I do have a honey drink, so I'm gonna probably honey and ginger. It was, what was it? Manuka honey ginger mix lemonade drink. I'm busy getting stuff done before my holiday trip to Melbourne. Oh my gosh, いいな。メルボルン行くんだっていいな。I thought you had a teacher that made you sing with a short voice and it damaged your throat. No. The reason I damaged my throat once was because I talked too much, and one day, just like after I had like one bite of rice ball, I just suddenly lost my voice for an entire month. But the teacher made me sing. So it's after I lost my throat. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna pretend to sing. And he's like, no, sing. And I was like, but I can't. Like my voice back then was like this. This was like the max that I can talk. But he was like, oh, that's okay. Just whisper or sing. And I was like, do I need to do that? And he was like, yeah, just do your best. But it was after I lost my voice. So if you're like me and talks a lot, be careful. You don't know what and when you're gonna lose your voice. You don't know when. That guy's an ass. I did not like him, but apparently for the music people, like, he was also like the school band teacher, and apparently he's like the one that like if he's like your band teacher, you're kind of promised to get some prize and win the whatever competition that they have. And it was like a well-known one. So my school's band was like actually well-known as well. It was quite popular. So the music people liked him actually. Like the people who does the instruments was like, no, he's a cool, nice teacher. He's not too... Well, it's true. He wasn't too bad if you understand music. For people like me who does not, he's not nice. Because like, I'm like, sir, I don't understand what it is, right? Like he's like, but he doesn't explain. He expects you to have like the basic knowledge of music already. And if you don't have that, he's not gonna explain that. It was like that type of... I like it for this one. Okay, I gotta be honest. Lots of music people are like that. It's like... they've been living in that environment. They were grown in that environment, most of them. So they don't understand the people who has not been involved with like music, who has not touched music for their life. So when you ask something, it's just like, it simply doesn't make sense to them sometimes. They don't understand your question, so they can't explain it, they're not going to explain it, and it just like moves on. This happens a lot. Like a lot of people who I talked to before that can do music, they just don't know. It's like, okay, imagine you're talking to, you can do like, one thing I noticed that lots of my viewers can do math okay, right? And you talk to someone who can't do math at all. Like from the very simple question, they're like, okay, I don't know what that is. And some of you guys may be able to explain. If you're like me, who like can't do math, but tried their best and can do math somehow. But some people can just like, you know, automatically do it from the very beginning. Then it's hard for you guys to explain. It's like that. Expect ones already know, yeah. That's like, I feel that, I don't know. I think it's just the people that I met, but music-related people, there's lots of them that it's like that. And you explain to them, oh, no, like, when I mean like I can't hear the tone difference, I mean I really can't. You said like this sound and this sound were the same, but it sounded different to me. And they're like, oh. And it happens. And I'm like, yeah, for real. It sounded very different for me. But they were like, no, it's the same. And I'm like, no. And opposite happens too. They're like, so you hear this sound and this sound, it's two different tones. It drops. And I'm like, no, it sounds the same. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, it sounds the same. I gotta keep explaining how it sounds the same to me, but they of course don't get it because it sounds completely different to them. Like, it happens, and I'm like, yeah. The one concept I never understand is the octave higher and lower. I mean, like, what the hell is that? I know what it is logically, but like, so that teacher is so great. So like, I remember when I was singing, he was like, no, you should do like octave higher, and I was like, I tried and it was not apparently 1 octave higher. He was like, why can't you do it? And I'm like, because I don't know. So for them, it's natural to know and be able to understand each tone. For me, I do not know. I only know like this sounds slightly higher, this sounds lower. That's it. I don't know what is do, re, mi. I know it on my recorder, my soprano recorder, but I can't hear it, right? I'm not completely, but I am definitely slightly tone deaf, because like, I don't know. So this also happens is that for good headphones, I know like good headphones. I tried one not recently, like last week or so, when I went to the Denki-yasan, like the Yodobashi, and I tried on a good headphone just because, and I can hear that it's better quality than what I use. I hear more sounds. I hear like the sounds kind of like deeper. Like each of the sounds, I hear it. It's great. But after one, like there's like a line, I don't know where it is, but if it's good enough, the headphones, I can't tell the difference between like each headphones too. I mean, like, yeah, it kind of all sounds the same. So all those like good headphones, I tried few of it, sounds the same to me at one point. Konnichiwa. So that's how it is when you really don't have the ear for music. Good thing is that I don't need to buy like a hyper expensive headphone, because like I can't tell the difference. I know audio world too, it's like super, like if you try to get actual good ones, it's quite expensive. For most of the things I'm like that, I'm like, I can't tell the difference. So I'm just gonna get something that's okay. And that's gonna be good enough for me. So yeah, that's just what is like to be me. You can learn to tell the difference in audio. Okay, every fucking people says that, and they try to teach me, but try to do that to someone who's tone deaf and say like, oh hey, so this headphone, you can hear the difference between this sound and this sound more. Doesn't really make sense. I mean, like, I know it's different, and I do know it's slightly different, but like, is it really like something that I would be like, ooh, I prefer this heavier sound? No. I'm gonna be like, yeah, it's sound. My headphone I'm using right now is one I stole from my sister, and she doesn't want it back. I did offer her to like give it back to her, and she doesn't need it because my sweat, it's like there's like some cloth part on it, and she said like no, because it probably already is like has her sweat in it. And she was like, I don't want that nasty thing. And I was like, okay, thank you. And I've been like, I just stole it from her, and it's mine now officially. You can replace that probably. Shh, she doesn't know. This is the SteelSeries headset for gamers, so it has mic width on it. And since it's for gamers, the audio quality is not perfectly the best one. And this is like from easily 7 years ago, I think. And this is not even like even back then, 7 years ago, this is not even like the best one. But I'm kind of satisfied with it. It's good enough. I can do my work. I can hear sounds. The one that I tried was good. Yes, I heard more sounds. It was just that. I heard more sounds. So what I said, like, when I was with my friend for that date, so I was like, I hear more sounds. And they're like, what do you mean more sounds? I'm like, I hear more sounds. And that's it. It's like, yeah, the sound was better. The quality was better. I heard more sounds, but at the same time, that headphone, my friend explained to me. She explained to me that that headphone, specifically, you gotta kind of like increase the volume on your phone or whatever device in order to like actually enjoy good music via that one. And it was true. When I increased it, I heard more sounds and it was good, but I didn't like the volume at that point. I don't like anything that's too loud, so I can't really go over when like there's a like the volume line for me. Yeah, so like I don't have a speaker. Speaker makes things loud. Speaker makes things loud, and I'm not really a fan of that. I don't know, each TV has different speakers in it, but I watch it with like 20 volume level. I can hear it. And like, I don't have bad hearing, actually. I have bad music ears, but hearing and music ears are different. If you're like, for the volume that I can hear sound and noise, it's actually really good. My family's hearings are not good, so mine also has decreased because of them, because they watch TV with super loud noise and I don't like that. My dad is especially like that, and that's the reason why when my dad starts watching TV, I kind of sometimes, if it's like a TV that I'm not interested, I just didn't want to be under that volume, so I would just go to my room instead. It's because of the volume. It gives me headaches, my dad's volume. I really don't like it. So for like hearing wise, I have good hearings, and it's like normal, like good to average hearing, so I have no problem. It's just simply music that I don't get. And like, the thing is, people who can do music doesn't know this. Like, that's like, they never experienced it. So no matter how many times you explain, you're gonna be like, eh? Right? I just have issues processing spoken words. See, I think then you can understand when I say like my music hearing is bad, but my hearing is good. Thank you. I actually appreciate that. Yeah, like there's things like that. Like, I don't go to any doctors who know. Same. Like for music, hearing not being good, even if you go to doctor, like the doctors don't check if you're like, if you can get the do-re-mi. Probably the doctors don't understand Doremi too. They won't be able to sing it anyways. So yeah, well, like if you talk to like music people, this is one thing that like when I was with Uruka and I told her like I can't really hear the difference of the tone, and she was like shocked, and she was like, wait, does that mean you're tone deaf? I'm like, I don't know, I haven't like officially been diagnosed with that or anything, but I believe so. Like I'm not exactly, but I believe that I'm like close to that. And she was like, oh, that makes sense. Because like for anything that we do as a generation, we submit our raw vocal files into like one big Google Drive file, right? So she's listened to my raw singing before, and she's like, oh, that makes sense. And I just laughed. Right? It makes sense, right? You sing good because most of the final products that you listen is already timed and tuned. It's tuned and mixed already. She was shocked when I explained how I can't hear the difference. She was like, wait, what? What do you mean you can't hear? And I had to explain it, and she was like, oh. I feel like, okay, like in Japan there's lots of people that's like that. That's onchi, that's not good at singing. It's really common here. Apparently, to be a good singer, it's how your jaw is constructed too, not only your ears. Some people can hear music but can't sing because of that. And jaw construction is also based on your language that you speak. So that's the reason why it's more common to encounter people who can't sing in Japan. But there's also a lot of people who can't even hear the difference. And I would like everyone to keep that in mind. It's not only about their jaw construction, there's also people who can't simply hear it. Yeah, it's like how some people can see a bunch of different shades of red, but some people just see red. Exactly. I can see a bunch of shades of red, actually. But I know some people only just sees one color. Even though if it's different. But I don't argue about it. Because I know that they can't see it. Since I have anxiety and autism, I have been grinding my teeth while I sleep since I was a very little kid. Oh no! And it got to the point that it actually broke my jaw. And my dentist pointed out that. Oh my gosh. See, this is the reason why you don't go to doctors. That's my theory. Like, I don't know if I have autism. I don't have anxiety for sure. I don't have that. But like for autism or whatever it is, like ADHD too, I don't even know if I have it, and I believe I do not because I don't go to doctors. Just don't get diagnosed, baby. And I don't even know if I have dyscalculia because I don't go to doctors. My jaw clicks and dislocates if I move it wrong. 顎関節症ようこそですよ. By the way, surprisingly, the jaw clicking part is really common in Japan. It's called 顎関節症 in Japan. 1 in 2 or 3 Japanese people has it because our jaw construction is really poor. It's poorly built because of how we are, how we developed, how we evolved, how Japanese evolved, and then it's a very, very long history, and the language we speak doesn't really build our jaw strong. Welcome. It's just my opinion, but I find it highly likely that Yuri has autism. I remember you also saying that I probably have dyscalculia too. Like, every autism people that I meet says I have autism. Sheena said it. She's like, girl, you definitely have one. But I'm like, I don't. Because I do not have that diagnosed on a paper or anything. Can have it for you, don't check for it. Exactly. Like, it's not a bad thing or a good thing to have it. I don't have any opinion towards that. Just that I don't want to use that as an excuse personally. And if I get diagnosed, I know I will use that for an excuse. You get it? Personally, it's just my personality wise. I understand my personality really well, that I know if I get diagnosed, I will use that as an excuse. So I do not want to get diagnosed. And also, the reality is really cold that actually if you get diagnosed, you don't need to submit to your workplace even in Japan. But there's like the health checkup at workplaces if you work at like a regular company, right? The health checkup, if they want to, they can take a look from, because it's all tied to the same my number. And if you get diagnosed at one hospital, it's on the record officially, they can take a look if they want to at the health checkup. And that means the company will eventually figure it out at some point, probably. And that means that it might narrow the chance of your employment. But if you don't get diagnosed, it's not on anything. Yeah, reality is cold and hard. They can deny you employment for that? No. But they're gonna come up with other reasons, of course. Of course. They're gonna come up with other reasons and they're not gonna fire you. They're gonna suggest you to quit, and they're gonna kind of pressure you into doing that. That's how a Japanese company works. Japanese company has a low firing rate because they pressure you into quitting. And a lot of people mentally can't handle it, of course, once they start getting pressured. So they quit it by themselves. That's how the old traditional Japanese companies are. JTC, Japanese traditional companies. Not so different from some fields of work. Even in North America, there are companies like that. Kind of getting like that everywhere. I feel that. I mean, I thought everyone wanted to quit Japanese working culture, and actually Japan is trying to get out of it. But why is other culture getting into that? I mean, don't. You've seen us how it turned out. A lot of people going to the mental clinic because work destroys them. And Japan is actually trying to get out from it. So a lot of the workplaces are trying to change. Even though it's not yet. They're not there yet. It's gonna take time. But they're doing their best right now. Well, anyways. Yeah. autistic people say I have autism, pretty sure. I don't know. ADHD people say I have autism. And for that one, not autism. For that, I have ADHD. For that one, I do kind of feel that I have ADHD. So, but I don't know if I have one, right? I do kind of feel like I have ADHD, so that like made complete sense in my life. Dyscalculus, same. For dyscalculus, I tried to go to a clinic. I looked up. It was not supported by the public healthcare in Canada, and like British Columbia was not back then when I checked for like the checkup of those, because you gotta go to like a specialty doctor to do that. And I was like, nah, hell no, I'm not paying this. My insurance covered most of my diagnosis, and for the rest of them, I was like, lol, I'm sure I got that too. Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure like if it's private insurance, they cover it, but I only had public. The last time I was in like a private healthcare is probably when I was 5 years old, I think. Ever since that, I either did not have any health insurance or I only had the public. Even when I was living in USA, that's the time that I have the private insurance for a bit. But for the rest of the bit, I did not have any insurance because it's too expensive. It was simply too expensive. So I remember going to hospitals a lot when I was a kid, like a really young baby. But like after a certain age, I stopped going because we couldn't afford it. Yeah, this is what happens if you are like, family financial wise can't get enrolled in any of those. You just stop going to hospitals. But I do like hospitals too at the same time. I like the smell of it, and I like how it feels like there. And I like needles too. Ajane-san, thank you for the super chat. Gonna head to work, sending this now just in case I couldn't later. I hope you have a nice lunch later and hope you feel better. Also, thank you always for being an amazing nerd. Thank you too. Arigato. So, 注射いいよね、注射。注射したいな。採血の方がしたい。ずっと言ってる。ずっとできてないんだよ。注射したいな。いいよね。気持ちいいんだよね。なんかね、血抜かれる感覚とか。プスって入るのも面白くて好きなんだよね。So like I happily go take, like for flu vaccines, I'm kind of like too lazy to go get that. But for COVID vaccines, I was happy to get it. I was like, yeah, let me get that in my body. Because I like needles. I was like, I just want to get any kind of shot. I'm ready for this, baby. But for flu, I'm just too lazy to get that. Because like you gotta go there like quarterly or like every half in a year And you gotta make a reservation? You gotta go to the clinic to do that? Every quarter year? Nah. If I could just walk in and get a flu shot, I would do that. But they know. The places, like the nearby pharmacies, even in Canada, were like, make a reservation first. I'm like...そう、注射好きなんだけどさ、インフルのワクチンとか打つの好きじゃなくってさ、インフルワクチンはさ、予約必要なことが多かったのね。博士課のなんか住んでるエリアの薬局とかだと。予約してください先に、みたいな。予約がめんどいんだよな。なんか歩いて行って受けれたら、歩いて、なんかそのまま行ってさ、ウォークインでさ、したいんですけど、いいっすよ、プスってしてくれたらでやる。もっと気楽に。I want to try acupuncture. Yes, 針でしょう。The therapy one, right? The acupuncture. Oh, I've always wanted to. But don't go to anywhere that's like sus. Some people does it without license, and if they're like the unlicensed one, you know what happens? They stab you on the wrong place, and it's sometimes too deep, and so don't go. You gotta really, really look for a good place. You gotta do research. Yuri, おはようございます。失礼。だいぶでも今日マシ。昨日の夜がひどかった。もう。Would you get tattoos since you like needles so much? I would not because I live in Japan. And I don't know if I will keep living here forever for the rest of my life, but at the end I want to come back. So I would not get it because of that reason. But I do want to, but I would not. Like, I do have one, right? You guys may not remember, but I do have one here. This is because I want one, but I can't have it, so my VTuber body has it instead. Kawaii 状態なの。どの状態も可愛いけどね。可愛いだけじゃダメですか。But even though I live in Japan, I will probably get one if I become dementia. I keep saying this and I keep telling this to my family, and my family said, okay, in that case, I will have my name, my address, and emergency contact, and who the emergency contact is, like my daughter, this and this and this. I will have those personal information on my arm or somewhere that I can see. And I keep, like, I got permission for this from my family and everyone around me. I was like, by the way, I want to get a tattoo when I get, like, dementia. And I'm just gonna have my personal information on it. And they're like, cool. Have you watched Memento? No, I only know Just Keep Swimming. What's Memento? Finding Dory. Brooklyn Nine-Nine reference. But yeah, I have not watched it. Oh, I remember to get the tattoo when dementia hits. No, I'm gonna tell my daughters and sons, I don't know, them, my children, to make me get one. A guy has no memory of anything and uses tattoos and knows to keep track of things and figure out what's going on. Yeah. So, a guy with a really short memory, right? Basically, Finding Dory. That's how Jake explained it to Pimento. Before that can happen, you will need to find a... Must not just like slap the cold fact into the deer's face.そう、針が好きならタトゥーとか興味ないのってあって、いや興味あるから VTuber のねモデルにねこのね状態に入れてもらってるんですよって話してた。リアルではね入れない予定です今のところ。なんでかっていうと、一生日本に住み続けるかわかんないけど最終的に戻ってきたいなと思うから入れない方がケチじゃないですか、その場合は。だからね入れないっていう、温泉入りたいしっていうだけなんですよ。ただ認知症になったらね入れる予定で、自分の個人情報を切り刻もうかな体にと思っていて、切り刻むわけじゃないな、刻もうかなと思っていて、自分の名前と住所とあと緊急連絡先とその人の関係性、娘とか息子って書いて、やろうかなと思ってるっていうこれはね家族にもね周りの人たちにも言ってね、みんないいんじゃないって言ってくれてる。それに関してはタトゥー反対の知り合いたちもねその説明をしたらね、まあそれならありなのかみたいな感じの顔されるめっちゃおばあちゃんになってから入れるわ多分。I watched this documentary about a Japanese woman with 7 seconds of memory. Yeah, I think I've seen that too. She can't remember where she parked her car, so she writes everything on a notebook or like a sticky note. She just keeps everything like on a note memo for herself. 旦那さんが無理不要じゃないかな。そうなんですよね。まあ、娘息子に託すから、それ、その時タトゥー入れてくれやって。連れてってねってタトゥー屋さんに。でもさ、チャットに言われたんだけど、その前にまず、探さないといけない、見つけないといけない人がいるよねって。旦那さんなんだよな。I mean, like, how am I supposed to find a partner who likes me enough to become partners and who's financially stable? I mean, I heard this, like you're just saying, nah, you guys are my good elective class friends that I prefer much more over than strangers to sit next to. Financial stability, the modern holy grail. Well, right, like it's still a thing. At least. It's not impossible to find it. Like, my friends are financially stable. Just like, I know some people are just like, then why don't you just marry your friend? But like, a friend is friend. Like, we talked about this last like few weeks ago or so, but for me, if you're my friend, you're my friend. To find financial stability. So one of my friends, well, he has a girlfriend already, but he's really financially stable. His like workplace, like the payment is okay. He can live with his own, but he also has been doing a little bit of stock, and he's doing good in that. So he has that extra money, and he's been saving it, I know, and also using it to go on travels with his girlfriend. The girlfriend's a little bit inherently scary. Just saying. So like when I met him, because it's been years since I like, last seen him. Last year I met up with him and I had like a dinner with him. It's a casual one, and we were just like catching up. And he was like, we were talking about our current lives and so on. And I was like, well, yeah, I have a girlfriend. And I was like, wait, you of course told your girlfriend you're coming to this dinner, right? Because you're not like, I feel like it's not good if you didn't. And he's like, no. And I was like, why? That's kind of like a betrayal and rude to her. And she's like, no, because apparently he loves his girlfriend so much. He really wants to get married with her. He has no feelings towards me. I have no feeling towards him as well. So it's completely fine. But the reason why he can't tell her is because whatever, if it's a male friend or a female friend, she suspects. Like, he lives in a different prefecture from her, so they can't really see each other that often. Ever since they've been like, not long distance, but they call it long distance. It's not long if we're in the same country, but yeah. So long distance relationship, he started to like miss her more, and he wanted to express his love towards her, so he started to tell her how much he loves her, and he's been trying his best to see her whenever he can. And to do that, he saves money too, because he gotta, like, you know, travel a bit. He's gotta get on the Shinkansen to get to see her. So he saves money for that as well, right? And whenever he does, he gives her something as well. But she thinks back then, at least a year ago, she thought he was cheating because he does that. Like, suddenly says he loves me every day. Suspicious. I kind of do get that, like, see that point of view as well. But I mean, like, he freaking really loves her. Because when I met with him, he kept talking about how much he likes about his girlfriend for like the first hour, and I was like, man. And I was like, wait, you told this to her, right? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, then why do I need to keep listening about this? And he was like, so she's really pretty. Like, when she does this, she's so cute. And he was like, so I went on this trip with her recently, and like, look at these photos, as if she's so beautiful. And I'm like, yeah. And like, I mean, like, my status is single. So it was really insufferable. Yeah, it was insufferable. I was like, yeah, just kill me, please. But I'm really happy because he's really a good guy. I wish for his success. But yeah, he's financially doing okay. Does his girlfriend know about you? Apparently he did mention about my existence. That he had a friend that lives in Canada at that point, I think, when he explained. But I don't think that he told her. I don't know if he said, like, I'm back or so, but yeah. Talked a bit about the stocks, and it was crazy. I was like, wow, you are good in it. And he was like, yeah, it's so fun. I'm like, good. Let's just keep his girlfriend thinking that you'll still live in Canada for safety reasons. And like, when I was talking to, one thing I learned is that people like me is fine with our partners having opposite sex friends. If I even get a boyfriend and my boyfriend has like a female friend, I'm okay with it. Cause friends are friends. That's how we see it. Friend zone is friend zone forever. Nothing's gonna happen. There's no, oh, we started off as a friend, but we started dating. That's not gonna happen because you're my friend. Right? There are people who think the same. Thankfully, like that. My boy's best friend, male friend that has the younger girlfriend, things like that too. Because I think it's gross to date my friend. If it's my female friend, I do not see it like that. Male friend, I think it's gross. I can't date my male friend. It's gross. Female friends, I can. They're cute. Yeah, like my male friends, they're gross to date. Don't you guys also have a female friend that you can never ever date because you like imagining that gives you goose like like it's gross? It's like ew. It's exactly like that. Handsome? No. Appearance doesn't matter. Just it doesn't feel right. And like, just imagining that makes me feel sick somehow. And that's me. Not gross? Well, for me, I see it like that. So that's the reason why. Like, my friend zone, it's her friend zone forever. My friend zone friends are friends. They're my friends forever. Her voice is all better now. Do you really think so? I mean, like, isn't that me who decides if it's all better or not? Sounding a little bit better, but it's different from my regular voice. The mic might not be catching all of it, but it's getting like as much that like it does sound better, maybe, but it's not better. If you told your friends dating them and would be girls, what would they think and feel? I feel like, hey, what do you mean girls? But at the same time, I'm gonna explain like, okay, think vice versa. You dating me isn't a girl, and they're gonna be like, yeah. They're gonna be yeah. Because like the friends who liked me in that way, I cut them off from my life. I don't want my friends to have romantic feelings towards me. So I cut them off from my life. I did have a friend who apparently liked me in that way. He confessed to me. I said goodbye. No, you're not my friend then. Is this weird? Am I the odd one? Hikson, thank you for the super chat. Am I the odd one? Am I weird doing that? I don't know. If I like you in a romantic way, it starts like that. I can kind of tell that I like you in that way from the beginning. I really want to side program by shows like Friends. It shouldn't be like that. Well, I still have friends. Cause like I don't want to keep hurting their feelings, right? And it just doesn't. I don't feel comfortable when I know they like me in that way. And I like, you know, if I say sorry, no, I cannot, and we're still friends, I just don't feel comfortable. I gotta like keep thinking, like, you know, just the thought stays in my brain that, oh, he likes me. And I'm like, So like I can be friend and like them if the friend zone is like short period of time. If I've only been friends with them for like 3 months, yeah, I can start as, but like if they're friend, they cannot. Like, how do I say it? If I feel like I might like that person, you're gonna be more than friends, less than lover zone. That's different from friend zone. If I know you're my friend, then you're gonna be in the friend zone route from the very beginning, and that cannot change. So it's more than you are afraid of the commitment, and if the relationship does not work out and there are bad vibes afterwards. No, just simply the idea of my friend zone friend liking me, it makes me feel uncomfortable, because like when you think back, then you're gonna be like, oh, even this moment he was like thinking like, oh, you know, like he had these thoughts. Ew, kind of. Because my personal space is very small. I'm kind of like the body toucher type. I touch their like shoulders and whatever, if it's my friends. And like, I don't hug though. Imagine doing that to people that likes you but just didn't tell that they like you for a very long time. And you're like, oh gosh. So it's me. It kind of, you know, circles back. It's probably me who every time when this happens, you're like, oh, I thought you liked me too. And I'm like, no. And you're like, well, you did this and this and this to me. And I'm like, well, no. And then it circles back, it's my fault. And I also don't like that idea. Is it really my responsibility? I don't think so. And you're like, what? I just touched your shoulder. No big problem, right? No big deal. Yeah, they're terrible at reading signals. Not kind of bad, and they're terrible at reading signals so far in my life. And I'm like, no, I did not intend to give out that signal. If you read it, like, I don't like. I'm sorry if I've been sending it out wrong, but you've been read it totally wrong, completely wrong, and now it makes me feel uncomfortable. Every time I'm like, I don't know how to act now, right, near them. So I'm like, I don't feel comfortable and safe around you now. Not safe, just comfortable, because I don't know how to act now. I can't really be me then. I gotta like sit quiet. So I'm gonna be like, okay, goodbye. And I delete them. Their contacts. I block them and I delete it. Welcome. That's Yuri's world. What were we talking about? I forgot. About financial stability. Oh yeah, thank you. So yeah, I'm happy when my male friends has girlfriends because it makes me safe. But at the same time, whenever they make a girlfriend, I can't really like talk. Pardon? Talk to them as often as I used to, because their girlfriend gets jealous, of course. And I'm like the mysterious girl who lives in Canada, but somehow like is in touch with them. And I don't want to like break their relationship or be the huge burden or the trouble. So I just don't contact with them. So I have less male friends now. I have more female friends. And I feel more comfortable with that now. Because I don't need to get in the relationship romantic relationship trouble. It's bad. Don't get involved in it. But yeah. So if I feel like I will like that, like if I feel like I'm vibing really well with someone, they're gonna be like my temporary friend zone, like more than friends, less than lovers zone. And if I feel like, yeah, this is a thing, it'll move on to lovers zone. But that time is really short for me until I know if I like that person or not. So in other ways, I can say I can tell if I like that person or not really quick and really fast. And if I like them, then I'm just like, okay, just hit it. and I confess. Never said it worked though. Not gonna say it has worked in my life, but that's how I am. I don't take slow moves. Today 今日ちょっと声低めで風邪だからね、まだ。Can you tell if you're in their friend zone? Maybe. I don't know. I cannot tell for that. At least you'll know quickly, not waiting. I don't wait. Anyways, thank you for coming. I'd like to end the stream around here. ここら辺で本日終わりたいと思います。天木ロークさん、Thank you. ありがとうございます。Thank you for the super chat and happy birthday. Good to know that you got better. この声好きすぎて毎日風邪ひいてほしいけど、でも健康でいて。声低い方が好きなんだ。いや、朝とかこれだからね、寝起き。健康な時でも。そして、カード13さん。Thank you for the continuing. ありがとう。パワーブローさん、Thank you. ありがとうございます。Thank you for the super chat. そして、アンジェラネさん、Thank you. ありがとうございます。Thank you for the super chat. Good luck at work and hope you have a hope you have a fun trip. I want to go to Australia too. I only been to Sydney, so I want to go to other places in Australia too. Take-san, thank you. ありがとうございます。Thank you for the super chat. Tea funds for the sick there. Oh, thank you. I do have one fancy tea, so I might make that and drink it later. そして、かわいいさん。Thank you. ありがとうございます。Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the yap sesh. Thank you for coming too. Fancy. Yeah, I have one sachet of TWG. Okay, let's go see Pipkin Pippa and her new cute outfit. ピッパちゃんのね、新衣装に行きましょう。ででーん。Thank you so much for coming. See you guys tomorrow. Members only. See you guys tomorrow. 明日ね、面言でお会いしましょう。バイバイ、おつー。